Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up, wrapping up all the books that I read in the month of January. Now, as you may or may not have noticed, I totally forgive you if you haven't, because who the fuck cares, to be honest. But I haven't done a wrap-up in a couple of months. And I've still read books. Not nearly as much did as like this time last year, but I still did read books in November and December. I just didn't film a wrap-up because I couldn't be fucked. And then like I was gonna wrap up the books that I read, but then I was like, it's too late. It's fucking January. Who gives a fucking shit? So I'm just gonna start with January, alright? So that's the thing that's happening. So the first book that I read in the month of January was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm pretty sure everyone on BookTube knows what this book is about, but just in case you don't, I'm going to give you a brief summary. It follows 6 characters, 6 of crows, do you get it? And main one being Kaz. I guess he's not really main, but I'm going to call him main because I can't be fucked. He's been offered this fucking fantastic deal, but to complete this deal, he's going to need to create a group of people. And so he basically gets these 6 criminals together and then he's like, right, this is what we're going to do. And shit ensures from there. I enjoyed this book, but to me it didn't live up to the hype that some did. It was also really gruesome in parts, I think especially at the beginning, where Kaz rips out an eye of somebody. And it says it in a bit of detail, so like if you don't read about someone ripping their eye out, maybe like skip that scene or some shit. I don't know, like I like reading gruesome shit. I don't give a fuck, but even that I was a bit like, shit, how come I never heard about this in this book before? So word of warning. But yeah, to be honest, like I enjoyed this book. It just wasn't anything spectacular to me. And everyone was like, Six of Crows, Six of Crows. And I was like reading it and I was like, it's just okay. So in the end I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. And next I read Crooked Kingdom, the second book in the series. I don't have it here to show you. I have no fucking idea where it is and I can't be fucked finding it. So let's just pretend I'm holding it here. Now, as you can imagine, I didn't have that much high hopes for Crooked Kingdom, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. I definitely enjoyed that one better than Six of Crows. I ended up rating Crooked Kingdom a 4 out of 5 stars. Obviously I can't tell you what I enjoyed about it because that would be spoilers, but let's just say I liked the plot better. I definitely found it more intriguing and interesting. I felt like we got to know the characters more and I definitely connected with the characters more in this book. So I am glad that I continued on with the series. I can't remember if there's going to be a third book or not, or if it's just a duology, but I guess we'll see. So the next book after that, I picked up History of Rules by Emily Fridland. This book was very, very different and I have no idea how to describe it. I still have little to no clue of what actually happened and what was the point, but let me try and explain the plot. It basically follows Linda, who is a 14-year-old girl, and her parents are like barely there, like they're like strangers to her. So a young family moves across from her and she becomes friends with them, creepingly so. She begins to babysit their younger son, Paul, and like hang out with this family. But then shit starts to happen and to be honest, the main character is like kind of creepy and I don't know. As I said, I still don't really know what happened in this book, so like I didn't really like it and I rated it 2 stars. Then I read The Watcher by Ross Armstrong. This is a kind of psychological book and it follows Lily. Lily has just moved into a U apartment and she is birdwatching. She really likes to birdwatch, but then like she starts spying on her neighbors instead because she's a creep. But then she sees something and then shit ensues from there. Basically it's fucking weird and it was just okay. Like I wouldn't recommend it. I've read better psychological thriller books and like it's like that point where it's like confusing of like you don't know what's happening, what's real or not, but it's not really done in a good way. So in the end I rated this book a 3 out of 5 stars. As you can tell, I'm kind of having an average reading month, so I decided to maybe pick up a contemporary. Maybe that was something that I wanted. You know, I've read fantasy, I've read other shit, maybe a contemporary was something I needed. So I picked up This Adventure Ends by Emma Mills. This cover is gorgeous. It is beautiful naked, so I had high hopes for it. This book follows a girl named Sloane who moves into this new town and she becomes friends with these unlikely group of people and she totally belongs and fits in. In this group of friends there are these 2 twins and their mother has recently died and she was a painter. And Sloane discovers that before she died she painted these twins a painting and now this painting has gone missing and Sloane makes it her job to find the painting for the twins. And it's basically like her journey of finding this painting but also just her journey of connecting to these people and making friends and friendships and romance. I enjoyed some aspects of this book. I found Sloane's family played a part in the contemporary because good. Family is real. Family actually happens. Spoiler alert, contemporary books. You do actually have parents. They're not just there when you need them. They are actually present and I really enjoyed Sloane's father in this book who writes like this Teen Wolf fan fiction or some shit. I don't know, I enjoyed him. But yeah, this book was okay. It was light, it was fluffy, it was cute, but it was just that. I wouldn't wouldn't say it was anything meaningful. And now with contemporaries, I'm kind of wanting something meaningful because I feel like there's only so much light and fluffy contemporaries you can read. So in the end, I rated this book, again, 3 stars. At this point, I'm feeling disheartened. I mean, all the books I've read have kind of been not the greatest. Like, they've been okay, but just nothing that has like shocked me or wowed me. Though because I'm like, well, apparently this reading month is gonna be pretty shit anyway, I might as well pick up Strange the Dreamer because, like, I don't know, I didn't really like the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. Again, I just thought it was okay. So I thought, you know what? Let's just read another okay book. This seems to be where this month is heading. And so I read it. It's by Laini Taylor and it shocked me, and in a fucking fantastic way. This book is what I needed to read this month. This book. I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars. I have a review coming out of it when it is closer to the release date, but guys, you're gonna want to pick up this book. It's a story of Weep and it follows these different characters, one of whom is a librarian, and like, oh, I don't know, I can't express my feelings correctly. As I said, you're gonna want to check out my review. This book is just fantastic. I am much more eloquent in my review, but basically I love moths now. That makes no sense to you unless you've read it, but oh, this book is just heartbreakingly beautiful. Writing is gorgeous. I'm just all about it. So Strange the Dreamer, I rated it 5 out of 5 stars, completely shocked me and wowed me, and I'm all about this book. Definitely a you favorite of 2017. After Strange the Dreamer, I kind of fell into a little bit of a slump and I didn't know what to pick up. So I thought I'd pick up something completely different, and I picked up The House of Lies by Renee McBride. This is a true crime book. Well, it's not really true crime, but it's a true story book. It tells the story of Renee and how she was little. She always thought her father worked at a farm, and it turns out that he actually went to jail murdering 2 people, and it kind of follows her life and her story. The first half is definitely about like Renee and like her journey with her father, but then the second half is just with other stuff that Renee has had to deal with in life. I mean, I definitely didn't complain. Her life is very interesting and sad. It was okay. It says a shocking true story of secrets, abuse, murder, and surviving it all. I don't know. I maybe wouldn't call it shocking. I mean, I don't know. I find it hard to critique these books because they are based on someone's true story. So who are you to say that this book was shit or not, or if it was shocking or not? So I guess I'm just going to tell you I rated it 3 out of 5 stars, and I probably will be getting rid of it because it's just not a book that I'll reread. So then I picked up We Were on a Break by Lindsay Kellick, which is an adult romance contemporary chick lit book, and it was great. It was funny, it was fantastic, it was romantic, it was just a great chick lit book. It basically follows this couple who decide to go on a break, and like hilarity and confusion of what this means and how do they communicate on this break. You know, a story of that basically. I really enjoyed this one. I'll be doing a review of it. I would definitely check it out when it comes out. It'll be like a review of like different other books, but if you see a video titled book reviews, this book may definitely be featured in it. If you're looking for a chick lit book that's like funny and lighthearted, then I would definitely recommend this one. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. The last book I read was Our Own Private Universe by Robin Taylor. This book I was super excited about. It follows this 15-year-old girl named Aki who has a theory that she's bisexual, and she basically goes on this camp and she meets this girl and she tests this theory and discovers that yes, she is bisexual. And it's a really diverse book. It's got a lot of diverse characters. I mean, the main character is black and bisexual, and that's just it. I really like books that they just have diverse characters, and that's not a big deal. This book explores important topics on bisexuality, including safe sex, which is just fantastic. I really liked that. I'll definitely be talking about it in my bisexual series that I'm going to be starting. But again, it was just kind of contemporary and like romantic and just finding yourself and light and fluffy. So whilst I really liked certain parts of the book, I was kind of expecting a little bit more in other parts. So I don't know, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, but one of those stars is just for the diversity in the book and like how it handled stuff like safe sex. So just keep that in mind. I would still recommend it though because of the way it deals with the topics. As I said, I'll be doing a review so you can check that out when it is out. So these are the books that I read in the month of January. Let me know in the comments below what you read in the month of January, and like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more book related videos from me, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye!